I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Don't go near it. Don't go there. Don't go too close. Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same. It's another world. The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Dillion is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you.
He always said
He's close.
he cares about you.
He's close. He loves you. Calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here.
Dillion.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe. Dillion. There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him. Where is he?
Where's he going?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Balder's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Balder's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
He saw that she was strong. Senua, you've got it. Do you remember the way he looked?
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you. Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead. Does he deserve to be dead?
How does that make you feel?
Nobody will love
There
him.
he is.
Where are you taking me?
He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. She can do it. You're nearly there. She'll find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
It's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
You're cursed.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember what love feels like?
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse.
He loved her so much.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has tortured you.
It tortures Dillian.
Dillian's in the tower.
He's there.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Do you remember the way he looked? He's the reason she's alive at all.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between 2 worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. 2 realities tearing at her soul.
Do you remember what love feels like? He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within.
He saw that she was strong.
He was the only one who didn't mind the chaos.
He loved her so much.
He's the reason she's
What if
alive.
this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
What if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
They're a trick.
The gods were lying.
If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense.
Worlds.
The gods, but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language, you don't understand.
Sinbel was right.
You're wasting time.
You're cursed. You'll succeed. Slow, quicker. Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
The curse.
Now the darkness is swallowing the earth.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Do you remember what it was to touch him? Dillian saved you from them.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
What if they're all about wasting your time just minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she knew the way to touch
They mean nothing.
being special.
Waste of time.
Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just
Playing,
What if the gods are remember Dillian?
messing with her
It wouldn't be the sound of ears.
for the first time.
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? You have no chance. Ever again. Believed in you.
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy her father.
Do you remember the smell of his neck? Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind. He believed you.
She thought she had light within her when she was under.
She is pure darkness.
You're still alive,
Do you think she remembers him? Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt?
You have cursed. You just like it strangled him. Was it worth it? You broke him, you killed him.
You couldn't see the darkness within you.
Wasting your
You have no time for this. Speed up.
You are guilty.
Trials to distract you.
They've set you up. Now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dylan?
You're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Just like it strangled him.
Dillian!
There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall.
It's not safe. You're going to fall.
You're going to fall. Careful.
No,
don't
she's
look
not.
down.
She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. Be very, very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. There's a long way to fall.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? We But you give up the beautiful world. You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours.